This SUV cost $3 million. It looked like something pulled straight out of a military science fiction movie. A stealth bomber on wheels, covered in carbon fiber, packed with bulletproof armor, and built with an interior designed to rival a private jet. It was called the Karlmann King. The mission was simple: create the most outrageous luxury SUV ever made. Not a vehicle for ordinary millionaires, not even for people who already owned Ferraris, Lamborghinis, or Rolls-Royces. The Karlmann King was designed for the tiny group of people who had everything and wanted something nobody else could buy. But there was one problem. The world's most expensive SUV was built on a truck chassis. It had a massive V10 engine, but weighed so much that it struggled to reach speeds that cheaper vehicles could easily achieve. And after its spectacular debut, something strange happened. The headlines disappeared. The owners disappeared. The King almost disappeared. So how did a $3 million vehicle, built to represent ultimate wealth and power, become one of the most fascinating failures in modern automotive history? This is the story of the Karlmann King, the SUV that tried to become royalty but ended up ruling over an empty kingdom. The idea behind the Karlmann King was never to build a better SUV. It was to build something completely different. When most luxury manufacturers were competing with refinement, performance, and heritage, Karlmann wanted attention. They wanted a vehicle that would stop people in their tracks. The project was developed by Chinese automotive engineering company IIT Automobile Technology, working with an international design and manufacturing team. Their goal was almost impossible: create a civilian vehicle that looked like a stealth fighter, felt like a private aircraft, and existed in a category of its own. The target customer wasn't someone looking for practicality. It was someone who already had the garage full of supercars and wanted something nobody at the country club had ever seen before. A Rolls-Royce Cullinan was luxurious, the Lamborghini Urus was aggressive, but the Karlmann King was designed to be something else entirely, a statement. The design, created around what was described as a diamond theme, featured sharp angles, unusual proportions, and a futuristic appearance inspired by aircraft and stealth technology. It looked less like a traditional SUV and more like a vehicle designed for a billionaire villain in a Hollywood movie. Every part of the design was meant to create shock: the enormous body, the aggressive front end, the armored appearance, the dramatic shape that ignored traditional automotive styling rules. The company planned extremely limited production, with reports suggesting only a handful of vehicles would ever be built. That scarcity was part of the appeal. The Karlmann King wasn't supposed to become common. It was supposed to become legendary. But creating attention is easy. Creating desire is much harder. And once the shock of the design started to fade, the King had to answer a much bigger question. Was it actually a great vehicle, or was it just an expensive piece of theater? So what exactly did a $3 million SUV actually give you? From the outside, the answer was simple: a vehicle that looked like nothing else on the road. The Karlmann King was built with a body made from carbon fiber and steel, creating its famous angular stealth fighter appearance. Every surface was designed to look aggressive, futuristic, and almost impossible to mistake for anything else. But the real selling point wasn't the exterior. It was what happened when you opened the doors. Inside, the Karlmann King stopped feeling like a truck and started feeling like a private lounge. The rear cabin was designed as a luxury escape, a completely different world from the chaos outside. Passengers could sit surrounded by premium leather, Alcantara, ambient lighting, and custom finishes. The cabin could be equipped with features normally found in luxury aircraft: a large entertainment screen, a high-end sound system, a refrigerator, a coffee machine, even a PlayStation. The roof could feature a star-filled lighting system inspired by the famous interiors of Rolls-Royce. Everything was designed around one idea. The owner wasn't just buying transportation. They were buying an experience, a moving private room, a place where someone could sit in the back, close the door, and separate themselves from the outside world. And in the world of ultra-luxury vehicles, that kind of exclusivity has always been powerful. But there was a problem. Luxury vehicles are not judged only by what happens when they are parked. Eventually, they have to move. And this is where the illusion of the Karlmann King began to break apart. Because underneath the futuristic bodywork and millions of dollars of customization was something much more ordinary. A Ford F-550 commercial truck platform. The Ford F-550 is not a bad vehicle. In fact, it is extremely capable. It was designed to do the jobs most vehicles cannot handle. Ambulances, tow trucks, construction vehicles, heavy-duty commercial work. It was built for strength and durability. But a commercial workhorse and a $3 million luxury SUV have very different missions. And the Karlmann King was attempting to combine two worlds that were never really designed to meet. Power came from Ford's 6.8-liter Triton V10 engine, producing roughly 400 horsepower. For a normal truck, that was perfectly acceptable. But the Karlmann King was anything but normal. With armor and heavy equipment, some versions reportedly weighed somewhere around 10,000 to 13,000 pounds. That meant the engine wasn't moving a lightweight luxury SUV. It was moving a massive rolling fortress. The result, performance that was surprisingly ordinary. The reported top speed was around 87 miles per hour. For context, many modern economy cars can reach similar speeds without breaking a sweat. And that created a strange contradiction. Here was a vehicle costing millions of dollars, inspired by fighter aircraft, and marketed as the ultimate expression of power, but it was not fast. It was not agile. It was not designed to attack corners or dominate highways. The Karlmann King was not a super SUV. It was something completely different. A luxury bunker, a private lounge, a symbol. But symbols have a problem. They only work if people want to be seen with them. And for a vehicle aimed at the world's wealthiest buyers, being impressive wasn't enough. It had to be desirable. When the Karlmann King was revealed, the reaction was exactly what the company wanted. People talked about it. Automotive websites covered it. Images of the futuristic SUV spread everywhere. It became known as one of the most expensive SUVs ever created. For a moment, it looked like Karlmann had created something unstoppable. But then something unexpected happened. The attention faded, the internet moved on, and the King became harder and harder to find. A vehicle that tried to become the ultimate expression of wealth and became one of the automotive world's most spectacular mysteries. So what do you think? Was the Karlmann King a misunderstood masterpiece ahead of its time? Or was it proof that even a $3 million price tag cannot create true luxury? Let me know your thoughts.